Everyone. So it is Saturday morning and I'm on my way to a community sale, and on my way there I stopped at one sale, asked if they had games. He said he had Game Boy stuff. This is all he could find, but still pretty good for $5. I got Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Pretty good for $5, so not a bad start to the day. I'm hoping this community sale pays off pretty good. So I'm like 10 minutes early to when it says it's gonna open, so either they opened early, which that's what usually happens, or I gotta wait for 10 minutes, so that's fine. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I find something else. Alright, very first sale. I had to wait. People were getting in, and then I got there just a little too late and the gate closed and I had to wait like 15 minutes. But very first sale, and these were in a box. Dug them out. I got Mario Kart, Ratchet and Clank all for one sealed, and then a disc only of Wii Sports, $3. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, there's some more sales. I will get back to you guys once I find something else. See you guys in a bit. The sun is in my face. The sale back there, you can see it. Well, this is actually a time where I think that they're really going to hit me up today, and it's exciting because they said that their dad has pretty much everything I listed, and he's a hoarder and he's got it all, and whenever he finds stuff he just buys it, but he sells it for cheap. So that's exciting to me. So from them though, I got a PS2 in the box. Didn't have that color in the box, so keeping that. And then Game Gear with a few games I never see, so that's pretty cool. The Game Gear is really clean. I mean, it's got a little dust under the screen like usual. Hopefully it works, but I'm not counting on it to work. Some pretty cool stuff. I think there's a Game Gear magnifying screen. So pretty sweet. I'm stoked. Pretty good day so far. I paid $30 for all that stuff. Really good deal. So hopefully, yeah. I'm pretty sure they're gonna call later today, so I'm gonna be ready for that. Sounded like a lot of stuff. So definitely got to get my money together. Hopefully you guys will see a giant bundle today. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going around doing yard sales. So when I find something else, I'll let you guys know. Guys, past the sale right there. 3 NES games. Nothing special. You know, cul-de-sac right here. Hold on, the sun's gonna be killing me. Nothing special, but for some reason he kept these ones. They were his favorite. He sold the Nintendo and everything else, but he wanted to keep these ones. So still cool though. For $5 I got Blades of Steel, Double Dragon, and Tecmo Bowl. And the case too. All of them come in sleeves, so pretty good for $5. He said he sold the Nintendo last sale he had, so that's fine. Yeah, just on my way to the next one, so see you guys in a bit. Another little score. I think these people sell at a swap meet. I've never seen them at any of the ones that I go to, but they do for sure. But luckily I got one game that wasn't too sun faded, Whacked for the Xbox. Looks pretty cool. $1, so no big deal right there. The sales right there, so pretty sweet. Yeah, so just still freestyling. So find something else, I'll let you guys know. If I don't find anything else, then I'll get home, get everything I got together, and hopefully that big bundle pays off so I can show you guys that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. What's up, everybody? So all done with the garage sale stuff. Now when I went out this morning, because I did go out on Friday morning, but there was nothing listed. So I went to I'll show this first. I went to a pawn shop, and in like the bargain bin, I mean, this is where they put all their sports games. Everything is $4 each, and this was sitting right on the top, Donkey Kong Country. So $4 for that. That's pretty good. So you know, Friday, other than that, was kind of a bust. So going out Saturday, didn't really have high hopes, just because wasn't too much listed, and I think I did all right. And hopefully, I'm still waiting for the phone call. I think, you know, they were gonna wait until their sale was done, so probably like around 4 or 5, they'll give me a call. I do have their number too, so I'll hit them up tomorrow if need be. But there should be some good stuff coming from that. But yeah, let's start out with what I got today. Okay, so I was on my way to community sale, and there was a sale that was like on the street leading to it. So get out, ask for video games. The kid there says, yeah, he's got mostly Game Boy stuff. Well, he came out, and these are the only two things that you can find, but still pretty good. For $5, I got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team and Pokemon Emerald. So pretty sweet, $5 score right there. Okay, so now I'm in the community sale, and there was only one house that I got something from. There was another house that she didn't know if it was a Nintendo or not, but she had just sold a video game system. She said, what'd she say, white and gray. So I'm pretty sure it was a Nintendo. No games, just the system itself. But it was probably when I was stuck at the gate, you know, trying to get in. Whoever few people were in there probably got it first. So no big deal. But I got these three things for $3. So first, a sealed Ratchet and Clank All for One. Probably gonna open it. It's not not that big of a deal. And then this is what got me. Well, I think I saw one Wii game, like a sports weird, stupid game, and I was just digging in the box, and it was a bin full of DVDs and stuff. And this was at the bottom, Mario Kart Wii. And then just because I was opening every case that was video game, and inside one of them was a copy of Wii Sports. So $3 for those three games. Not a bad deal at all. Okay, so now these are the people that I'm waiting on the call from. I walk up and they had PS3 stuff. And this was the one thing that I got that was on the ground. It was a DualShock 3 6-axis PS3 controller. They had $5 on that one. So then I asked, if they had any other video games. And the lady there said, yeah, she's got a PS2 and she didn't know what the other one was. When she came, it was a PS1, and then this Game Gear. So she said she had a bunch of Nintendo stuff, but she sold it previously. So while she was on her way getting that stuff, that's when I was talking to her kids, and they were saying how one of their friends has like a dad that's got a bunch of stuff, and he called him right then and said he was willing to sell it. So that's what I'm waiting for. But when the lady came back, this is what she brought with her. So first, we've got complete in box PS2 Slim, and inside the box a clear, I believe this is a PS1 controller. So she brought a PS1 as well. There's a couple of like PlayStation demos and stuff in here, but everything is in there. It looks pretty nice too. And I didn't have this color variant in the box, so that's pretty sweet. So there was that. A bag full of stuff. This PS1 multiplayer adapter. Plug and play. There's some random controllers in here. And then 3 PS1 games. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, NASCAR 99, and NBA Shoutout 98. And then the last part of that, the Game Gear. So this is pretty cool. It doesn't work as I expected, but no big deal. Like I said, I expected it not to work, but it's in really nice condition. So we got the Game Gear with both the battery packs, and then there's this boxed Magna screen for the Game Gear. Pretty cool because I had one of these, but not with the box, so it's pretty cool to have it with the box. There's a little baggie full of manuals. One NES manual, Marble Madness. That's pretty cool because I didn't have that. And then for the Game Gear, we got Wimbledon Tennis. That's one of the games in there. For the system. And then FIFA International Soccer. There was a power cable in here. And then 5 games. We've got Sonic the Hedgehog 2. FIFA International Soccer. Paperboy, that's probably the best one in there. Super Space Invaders. And Wimbledon Tennis. So I didn't have actually any of those. The only one I had was Sonic 2. So that was a pretty good score. I paid $30 for everything. Really great deal considering the boxed PS2. Okay, so next score. I pull up to I was in a completely different area this time, and I pull up to a sale, and immediately, like when I saw the table full of DVDs and stuff, I knew they sell at the swap meet. So I wasn't expecting anything great, but I took a look anyways, and I did find one pretty cool game. And as for like Xbox, I don't really like collecting for Xbox too much, but if it's like a weird cartoony kind of game, then I'm gonna pick it up. So for $1, I got the game called Whacked. It's a game show gone wrong. Looks pretty cool. Probably give it a play. It looks, I mean, it actually looks really cool. Just right up my alley. This weird type of cartoony game. So pretty good. The Xbox has a few of those. So yeah, that was $1, and then I think this was the last. Yeah, this was the last find. On my way home, and I followed one more sign, and it worked out okay. For $5, I got 3 NES games. Now he said he sold the NES a while back, but he kept these 3 games, and he was like, I don't know why I kept them. I didn't even have the system to play them. They were just his favorites. But for $5, I got Blades of Steel. That's a pretty good one right there. Double Dragon. It's got a little label damage on the top right there. And then Tecmo Bowl. So pretty good for $5. Not finding any NES games. Okay, so that was it for garage sales. Now, what I'm going to show you is stuff that I picked up during the week, and there's some pretty good stuff in here. There's a couple offer-up scores, or let me see, one offer-up score, one Craigslist score. Oh, the last one I'll show you is offer-up score, and then a freebie. So the offer-up score, I saw this Sega Saturn. Now this lady had an N64 bundle, but she had sold it like the week previously. Not Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast. So I saw the Sega Dreamcast, and she was asking 30. I sent her a message asking if she still had it, and she sent me a message saying, if you come get it right now, I'll give it to you for 15. Okay, that works. So reason I went out to get it, I mean, 15 is still a great deal for a Dreamcast, but inside the Dreamcast was a copy of Power Stone. So pretty good. Disc only copy, but still pretty good. Everything works great. Came with 2 controllers, no cables, but I did have extra cables. 2 controllers. And then also she was selling a Namco GunCon for the PS1. She wanted $5 on that, so I just gave her $20 for everything. So really good deal. Okay, next, this one, you guys saw the clip. This was a Craigslist score. I saw this up, and it had been up for, by the time I sent him a message, it had been up for 5 or 6 hours. And by the time he eventually got back to me, it was another 2 hours after that. So like 8 or 9 hours total, this had been up, and nobody went to go get it. He was only asking $120, so we got the NES. Now I didn't pay anything for it. I had, well, I guess I paid what I had into the PS3. I had a PS3 Super Slim and 4 games. I had $29 total into all of it. It was in the box and stuff. Just stuff that I pieced together pretty much, got for cheap. And I was able to trade him straight up for it. So the NES, 2 original controllers, an original Dogbone controller. That's pretty nice. And then the Advantage. And then a stack of games. So we got Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. 2, Dragon Warrior, Operation Wolf, Ninja Gaiden, Strider, Prisoners of War, Puss in Boots, Bionic Commando, Rygar, Mega Man 3. These are the better ones. Now he had this one listed as Turtles 2, but I could see it in the picture. It was actually Turtles 3, so that's even better. Really excited about this one because I didn't have this one, and this one's kind of hard to find. The Terminator, so stoked on that one. And then the last 2, Super C and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So really great that I was able to trade. When I was leaving the house, I was, you know, fully ready to pay the money for it, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bring this PS3 because I was trying to, you know, get rid of the PS3 anyways, and I figured, you know, it's worth a shot. I could ask him. If he said no, I'd just buy it anyways. So that worked out great. Okay, so this next one was a freebie. One of my dad's friends had he said he knew somebody, or what was it, a friend of his or something, that had video games. He didn't know what they were. They ended up being in television games, so I'm not really gonna... I'm gonna show you guys, like, there's a bag here full of Intellivision games. I'll show you some of the better ones. Let's see, there was I think there was a Donkey Kong in here. This one's actually kind of hard to find. Masters of the Universe, The Power of He-Man. And then Donkey Kong for the ColecoVision. So, I mean, you know, a lot of common stuff, sports and stuff like that. Like I said, big bag full. And then we got an IntelliVoice. And then there was one Genesis game in there. Really cool because I didn't have it. Deadly Moves. It's missing the manual, but the cart is actually in really nice condition. So, that was a freebie. And then last but not least... this was another OfferUp score. Same thing here. This guy had the first game that I originally went for on there for like almost a month. It was on there, and I couldn't believe it. I don't know if it's because this game shot up in value or what, but he had it listed at 20 bucks. So I was surprised that it was still there. Hit him up. He still had it. Go to meet him somewhere. It's mint condition, and he said this was his double. This game is anywhere from $80 to over $100, and I got it for 20 bucks. Illbleed. Pretty cool. Apparently it's supposed to be one of the scariest games ever made or something like that. I haven't given it a play yet, but definitely going to give it a playthrough. And then he had another game, a 32X game that you don't see ever. He said he had the box and manual, but he doesn't know where it went, so if he does find it, he was going to let me know. This is another one. It's going for around 50 to 60, I believe. And I got it for 35. Colibri for the 32X. Pretty cool game. You start out as a hummingbird, and then it becomes kind of like a shooter. So, pretty sweet. Eventually, I'm going to go, you know, try to finish the 32X collection, since it's pretty easy to I mean, there's only 34 games. Not that it's easy to come by, because some of the games are really expensive, but that's what I'm going to go for after the N64. So pretty cool. So not a bad week for garage sales. I'm still, you know, hoping out for that big bundle, but the amount of stuff they said it was, I'll probably just do a separate video for it. But yeah, not too bad, you know, and especially on a day when I wasn't expecting much out of it. Yeah, that's all I got. So, thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.